When Bob Marley died in 1981 without leaving a will, he unknowingly set the stage for one of the most bitter legal battles in reggae history. A battle that would tear his family apart, embroil over 20 lawyers across multiple countries, and tragically lead to the emotional breakdown and death of his half-brother, Anthony Booker. Let's take a deeper look at this dark chapter of the Marley legacy. Welcome to our channel, where we shine a spotlight on the legends and icons of reggae and dancehall. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most bitter family disputes in music history, the legal battle over Bob Marley's estate, which took over 30 years to settle. Alongside this, we'll explore the tragic death of Marley's half-brother, Anthony Booker, whose life was cut short during this turbulent period. Make sure to subscribe, like, and leave your thoughts in the comments as we dive into this powerful and heartbreaking story. When Bob Marley died in 1981, he left no will. As a devout Rastafarian, Marley believed that lawyers and legal documents were contrary to his faith. Without a will, his estate had to follow Jamaican intestate law, which gave 10% of his assets to his wife, Rita, and a 45% life estate. The remaining 45% was to be divided equally among his 11 children. None of them, however, were initially entitled to the rights to Marley's name or likeness. During the probate process, it was discovered that Marley's attorney and accountant had convinced his wife, Rita Marley, to forge his signature on several documents in an attempt to move the majority of the estate to her name. This move set off a series of lawsuits claiming that $13.4 million had been transferred illegally. The attorney and accountant were found guilty and were ordered to repay $6 million. Although Rita Marley was not held responsible, she was removed as trustee of the estate. Embedded in the mass of lawsuits and inheritance claims is Bob Marley's mother, Cedella Booker. As she battled to keep the $300,000 South Dade County house she says Marley bought for her. The estate administrator, Mutual Security Merchant Bank of Jamaica, says the house belongs to the estate. Mrs. Booker states, they want to include the property in an $8.2 million sale of Marley's estate to Chris Blackwell, president of Island Records, Marley's record label. But some of Marley's heirs were contesting the deal. Amid these legal battles, Bob Marley's half-brother, Anthony Booker, found himself overwhelmed by the turmoil surrounding the estate. According to Cedella Booker, Anthony struggled to cope with the stress of watching the family fight over Marley's legacy. On February 10, 1990, Anthony was involved in a gunfight with an off-duty Miami police officer in a shopping mall parking lot. Armed with a shotgun, Anthony was killed in the exchange, marking a tragic end to a young life deeply affected by the family feud. Cedella Booker, devastated by the loss of her son, later reflected on his death, drawing a haunting parallel to one of Bob Marley's songs. In the song Johnny Was, Marley sang, "Woman hold her head and cry, 'cause her son has been shot down in the street and died." Mrs. Booker believed her son's death had been foretold by Marley's lyrics, adding to the weight of the tragedy. It took more than 3 decades to fully settle Bob Marley's estate. In 1991, the Jamaican courts finally ruled that Rita Marley and Marley's children had the exclusive right to use his name and likeness. However, this victory didn't prevent future disputes. In 2011, Rita and Marley's children sued Richard Booker, Marley's half-brother, for using the singer's name to promote a music festival and tours of Marley's hometown. The Marley estate continues to be one of the most valuable in the music industry, generating millions in revenue. However, the years of legal battles and family divisions left a lasting scar. The fight for control over Marley's legacy not only dragged the family through bitter lawsuits, but also resulted in the tragic loss of Anthony Booker. Bob Marley's legacy in music is unmatched, but the family feud that followed his death tells a different story, one of division, loss, and legal entanglements. What do you think about this chapter in Bob Marley's history? Could it have been avoided? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of reggae and dancehall legends.